Hey, this is Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump, the Big Bad Booty Daddy, and you listen to ICOPOD, the best podcast going today. Holler if you hear me.
Hey, we're back with episode 118 of ICOPOD. I'm Bob Collin Jr. With me, as always, is Dallas Gridley and Austin Skinner. Guys, how are we doing this week?
Dallas?
I thought Austin was going to start talking first. I'm not too bad.
Cut me off, so I was going to let you take it this time.
I was about to, but then I was like, he's probably going to say something. But yeah, not bad, Bob. I'm super pumped for the show. Just because Sid came back last week, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to piggyback on that and say that after we hung up and we finished our podcast episode last week, all I could fucking think about was Psycho Sid. I was folding laundry and I was like, holy shit, I need to watch a promo right now of Psycho Sid. I can't stop thinking about this dude because I'm so pumped. So here I am folding laundry. I got my phone propped up on the fucking dryer. And it's like the greatest and worst of Psycho Sid on YouTube. I was like, fuck me out of this. Oh. So I'm sitting there watching this little fucking like 5-minute video or whatever. And I don't know. I'm just so pumped because Sid in WCW is great. And like we're used to that on this podcast with our bonus episodes. But now that he's back in the WWF, a venue and kind of an arena that we've not seen him in on ICOPOD. I'm pumped. And like now we're going to be getting weekly Sid instead of like pay-per-view once a month Sid. So I don't know. It's just more of an opportunity for him to be a monster and kill people and be an idiot at the same time. And you get more of a chance to see that. So I'm pretty pumped about it.
Yeah. What version of Sid is your favorite?
I am partial to the 1996/97 like fireworks name thing, Sid, where he's like the man.
Yeah.
But really any WCW other than I'd say 99 and on is pretty good.
Oh, come on. I was going to say when he broke his leg.
No.
Oh my God.
Like Gene Sid, not really a fan.
Jeans and like tall boots.
Nah, not really a fan of that, Sid.
And he comes back, definitely was going to be like top guy at the end, and then he breaks his leg.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that Sid. I don't even really like early WWF Sid that much. So like 92 Sid when he's with Hogan and all that. So like I don't really care about that.
Are you kidding me? That's my favorite one.
Bob, I know.
When he does the stretcher stuff and he breaks Virgil's nose.
Yeah, but if I have to pick between early 90s WWF or WCW Sid, I'm still picking WCW.
Well, yeah. I mean, your Sid was only there for like 6 months or whatever.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I like that Sid, like the blue tights or whatever. It's like the earlier Sid, but I don't know.
Black tight Sid is the best Sid.
Dude, that's the best one for sure.
I told you guys the story about the podcast I listened to with him, right?
No.
He was on.
Remind me.
All right, he was on Sean Mooney's podcast.
Right. Okay.
And look, I'll be honest. Like ever since I've gotten my Apple AirPods, like I've been listening to more podcasts because I can actually like do that.
Yeah.
So I saw Sid actually made an appearance. He was booked for, so that was cool. And,
incredible.
Yeah. So I was listening to it. I think I fast forward because like I didn't care about WCW or whatever. I wanted to listen to the WWF stuff.
Yeah.
And so he's talking about WrestleMania 8, and he's telling Mooney like, yeah, so like get to the venue and do the promo with Mean Gene and stuff, and I work the match and with Hogan, and I mean I didn't even know it was WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
You
it's
might have
like,
told us that
what?
off air, but like, what the fuck?
I don't remember. Yeah, but it's like, how do you not know it's WrestleMania? There's banners all over the place that says WrestleMania.
And I'm sure during the interview, Mean Gene was mentioned it at least.
Yeah,
Well,
come
yeah,
on.
I mean, he has to know where WrestleMania is to get to the
Right.
venue. So you're like in Indiana, the Hoosier Dome. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right.
So he's just grossly unaware of like everything in
Anything.
his career.
Yeah. He just shows up and works and then leaves. He doesn't give a fuck.
And that's the thing, though. That's what he was telling Mooney. He was like, I didn't care if I won or lost. I just wanted money. As long as I got paid, like, I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, at least he's honest. I wish he
Yeah.
was still like that. I was supposed to meet him like 2 years ago, and he like no-showed the booking, and I didn't get to meet him.
Of course.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah,
When
I was
will-
really excited. But
When will people learn not to book him for a show?
Well, and the whole thing is like you can kind of respect Sid in that sense where he's just honest about it. Like, listen, I was just there for a check. I don't care. To whereas guys like Nash like pretend that's not what they were, but that's what Nash was all about.
I don't
was
know.
the money.
Does Nash pretend? He
He
seems pretty
kind of
open.
does. No, he kind of does. He pretends he kind of cares.
Oh, okay. I feel
Like,
at
bitch,
Bischoff-
I know you don't.
Well, yeah, I feel like on Bischoff's podcast, he always talks about how like Kevin Nash. He's like, oh, as long as he's getting paid, he's happy. He don't care.
That's what I mean. Like, no, bitch. Just be honest about it. To where guys like Mick Foley are like, I don't care if I got a hot dog or $100 that night. I'm gonna go break my neck. Like, okay, well, I respect that, but I don't know. It's the people who dance in between. Like, I think Batista's one of them guys where he was like, oh, it was just about the money for me.
I think he's pretty open about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
I think
like fine. Like if that's what it is for you, like I can respect your opinion on that. But
I think
there was one guy, I can't remember, who like recently made it very clear, like, oh, I think it was something about with Brock Lesnar. It was Brock Lesnar, and like a Bruce Pritchard thing or something. He was just like, I don't care about this. This is just for the money. I'm not a fan of wrestling.
right,
I know I can just get paid a lot of money to do it.
right. Right.
So,
And that's the whole thing. But you'll have guys like, for example, Stone Cold, Bret Hart, where it's like for them it's 100% a shoot and it's about the product. It's really like the money. Yeah,
It's
they're
the
about the
art
money.
form.
Exactly. They're more worried about their legacy almost.
Yeah.
To whereas you gotta respect that too. It's just funny to see those two different sides in the same business. Like it's just weird. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah. So we got Sid's return. We had Diesel and Jarrett on last episode, which was probably Diesel's best TV match that we've had.
Yeah, it was surprisingly good.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get right into the observer notes. But speaking of that Raw that took place on February 20th, that included Sid's return in the previously mentioned world title match with Diesel Jarrett, that earned a 2.9 rating.
Oh.
So it's up a 0.1 rating compared to their last episode prior to that, on the 6th, because of course they were preempted on the 13th. So Chris Candido, I mentioned a few weeks ago, is coming into the company, and he kind of, I guess, had a tryout or a debut of sorts during the last TV taping, and it went horribly. He was, remember, supposed to be presented as a babyface.
Yeah.
Like a Mighty Mouse type of gimmick here.
Right.
According to Dave Meltzer, the fans hated this apparent like cheerleader gimmick that Candido was doing with Tammy, and he's contributing that to the market in which they debuted has Smoky Mountain Wrestling on their television programming, and in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, Candido and Tammy were like the top heels. So they kind of, they recognize them as that. So they boot them as a result. So will be interesting to see if that changes at all. It could be just a one-off type of, hey, we debuted them in the wrong market type of thing.
Well, and things like that always kill me because if you see a guy that's over and he's over with the gimmick he's currently using, why not either just tweak it or turn it up a little bit because it's working? Instead of fucking like scrap all that shit, fuck all that. We want you to do this. and we don't know if it's going to work, but that's what we want you to do. Like, why do you fucking do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that WWE has struggled with that forever, and I still think they are to a degree. I think they're finally warming up to the idea of like, wait, this guy is already popular as himself, so we should probably just not change him.
Yeah.
But
They've
like,
done that with a lot of people in the recent years.
I'm like within the last like only few years, it's like I feel like once like AJ Styles came in, for example,
Yeah.
it's like we're gonna let him be AJ Styles, and it's like that was kind of weird.
Right.
And like,
I think to an extent the same is with like Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen. Like,
yes.
you changed the last name,
Owens.
but
Right.
Yeah,
You tweak
which
it a
is-
little bit, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, and I think until recently they were like, wow, these people already have a name, and like they're I think they needed to realize like the fans aren't stupid anymore.
Yeah.
That like they can't get away with just changing someone and making them some silly shit on a show, and then be like, well, darn, he didn't get over. And so like
Well,
that,
no
like
shit. It's not what people want.
yeah, and it's not what they already know these people as.
Right.
And
Right.
if something's working, it's working.
well, and I think you can maybe get away with it at this time because,
Yeah, I agree.
Smoky Mountain isn't like readily available to watch by everybody, so not everybody's gonna know who Chris Candido is.
No, right.
No,
But if
yeah.
you were to fast forward this, to this time frame, they'd probably be like, just be Chris Candido, no gimmicks needed. Like,
Well, I was just gonna say, like, that's his gimmick. His gimmick is no gimmicks needed. And then when you slap a gimmick on him, first of all, the guy probably doesn't even really know how to play that.
well, I think
Because-
technically no gimmicks needed came after his WWF run.
Well, yeah,
But
for
yeah, he
example,
didn't have really a character.
yeah, it's just
before
he was Chris Candido. That was his gimmick, Chris Candido.
Yeah.
So then you slap like a fresh coat of paint on him where he's probably not comfortable. It's like, of course, what do you expect? Just like some of these guys that they brought on TV recently. Like, as a performer, how do you relate to Mantar?
You
Like,
don't.
how do you get that over?
Yeah, there's
No one likes Mantar.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, I don't know. The WWF, thank God it's like Sid was already there as Sid. And like, they're not fucking with him.
Yeah.
Well, Sid kind of got like the Kevin Owens treatment when he went from Sid Vicious to Sid Justice.
Right. And like, that's fine. I don't like Sid Justice as a name, but it's fucking Sid.
I'm more of a Sid Vicious type of guy.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of Smoky Mountain Wrestling, Glenn Jacobs, who is currently competing for Smoky Mountain Wrestling, he's under the name Unabomb there.
Unabomb.
teaming with Al Snow. He recently got a tryout as well, and he used the name Mike Unabomb.
What does that look? What does the Unabomb look? He doesn't wear a mask, does he?
I believe with this entrance, like he has like a little face mask thing sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's mostly just like
Him with
regular
like the curly
trunks.
hair.
Yeah, regular
Yeah.
trunks that are like black and red. He's got the gloves and stuff like
Right. Right.
Yeah, I was just looking him up. He looks very boring. He
Well,
kind
you
of looks
know-
like Sid.
that. He does look like Sid a lot, and
Yeah.
he did get a comparison for that. But
Right.
I remember in one of the Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazines I got, and this is as a kid, I remember looking through it, and he had a match with the Undertaker in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and for some reason I was like, I need to know this Unabomb guy, because he looked like a freaking beast.
Right.
He looked bigger than Undertaker, all these things.
Right.
So it's just like, I need to know more about the guy.
Well, and then his like Lord Humongous thing. Where was that?
Well, I mean, that probably would have been Memphis.
Right,
That's
because
where-
that's when
where
he
he
did
went
like
to
the
start.
hockey mask look, right?
Well, I mean, he wasn't the original Lord Humongous,
No.
but he might have done like a knockoff of that.
Yeah. Oh, and then he was the Christmas tree guy.
Christmas creature, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
He got fucked around pretty good with gimmicks for sure.
I would definitely say that, yeah. Because
That's-
obviously when he eventually makes his way here, into the
Yeah.
no spoilers yet for that.
Yeah.
But that's a shit show and a half.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Like, these guys are, they're kind of taking all these, I don't want to say hot free agents or anything, but on the rise people. And they're just like, yeah, we'll saddle him with a cheerleader gimmick.
Well, that's the thing that kills me. What the fuck?
Did he?
Oh, he wasn't Lord Humongous.
No. So he was like Doomsday. Maybe Doomsday is what you're thinking of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So his early career, he started in 92, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So later he moved south and began wrestling as Doomsday. He also appeared as the Christmas Creature in the USWA in Univon.
That's so ridiculous.
He also wrestled. This is all I forgot about this. He also wrestled in WCW in '93 as Bruiser Mastino.
Yeah, Bruiser Mastino. Yeah,
lost to Sting on a Saturday night episode.
I've seen his nameplate as that before.
Yeah,
so I recognize that name.
Yeah, I believe that Saturday night that he lost to Sting is on the network. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
or at least that one match is. Right.
Well, I think it's under like the little Kane section. I think that's why I know it.
Yeah.
Sid Vicious, Lord Humongous.
Right.
That's where I was getting that from.
That's where he started off as, yeah.
Yes.
But Doomsday, though, I mean, if you look it up here, which I am, he did that in WWC over in Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
It has a very similar look. To Humongous. Yeah. Instead of having like a white type of face mask, it's red.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Okay, Doomsday, that's who it was.
And I think what he ended up doing with that was just kind of keeping that general look and then becoming Unabomb.
Right.
Okay.
And really, I mean, looking at these pictures, I mean, as a kid, I know for sure I'd be like, what is this? I need to know, like, who this type of, what this character's all about.
Yeah.
Looks like he might have been. Looks like he was also Doomsday in the USWA.
That is a cool look, though. I just Googled it. It's almost like a mix between a Kane and like a not quite Road Warriors, but
no, but it's like an interesting.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's an interesting approach here. It looks like if you look, I'm looking up like video footage here. It looks like he arrived in the USWA and he was managed by Luther Biggs. I think this is the same guy, but this is 97. So he's.
Oh no, the stuff I'm looking at is 94.
No, yeah, that's the stuff I looked at originally. It was 94. Okay. But it looks like he, after maybe the failed WWF run, I'm not sure if this is it him? It might be.
That's definitely what I was thinking of, though. Like look-wise, that's what I was thinking of. For sure. It's almost sure like a demolition top he's got on.
Yep.
Yeah, it does look like that.
Yeah, because now I'm looking at a match he had with Steven Dunn in 7, and it's like it's a knockoff, like it's like a knockoff Sid, Demolition, Lord Humongous, like trifecta.
Yeah.
Which is just really weird. But so he definitely makes his rounds. I'm even curious to watch USWA in 1997, and I'm 9 years behind, so cannot wait for that.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see those guys shortly here on ICOPOD in the coming months. There's actually, like I've said before, plenty of guys that are going to be making their debuts here in the next couple of
much needed.
Yeah, it's like another refresh. So, right. Going to some house show notes. There's only 2 this time around. The WWF was in Chicago, Illinois, at the United Center on February 24th. They drew 7,000 fans. 4,000 of them were paid, so they gave away almost half tickets.
Yikes!
Tune into it. The card featured Aldo Montoya taking on Quang, the Eli brothers taking on the new Head Shrinkers, David Boy Smith in singles action against Tatanka, WWF Intercontinental Champion Jeff Jarrett defended against Razor Ramon, WWF World Champion Diesel defending against Bam Bam Bigelow, Kama squared off against Bob Holly, Shawn Michaels once again competed against Lex Luger, Hakushi squared off with the 1-2-3 Kid. Ooh. And in a no-holds-barred match, Bret Hart battled Owen Hart.
They definitely mixed that card up a little bit.
Yeah,
They
that one is a
did.
little different.
They also, like, obviously I have the results and stuff like that. And this one includes times of matches.
Oh.
So I'll just, I guess, kind of tell you guys the results and times real quick. So Aldo Montoya defeated Quang in 6 minutes and 21 seconds.
Hmm.
The Blue Brothers defeated the New Head Shrinkers in 14 minutes and 33 seconds.
Oh, God.
Davey Boy Smith defeated Tatanka in 8:47.
Oof.
Razor Ramon beat Jarrett by disqualification 11:49. Diesel pinned Bigelow in 11:46. Kama defeated Bob Holly in 4:16. Michaels over Luger in 10:15. This one kind of jumped out at me. Hakushi defeated 123 Kid in 16 minutes and 4 seconds.
Wow.
So they got a boatload of time,
Holy shit.
which is really bizarre. Brett defeated Owen in 9 minutes and 6 seconds.
Wow, and the main event only gets 9 minutes, no DQ?
Yeah, no holds barred.
Oh, I think I'm going to that show. I can't believe Hakushi and 123 Kid get 16 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Knowing the
I'm
time
going
of
for
that, I
alone.
think that's like a 4-star match. They're getting 16 minutes.
Probably. Like, that was probably really good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to this one too because I think Diesel Bigelow could be good.
Yeah.
Now,
It's
I was
like-
gonna say though, what's it tell you that Diesel's in like the middle of the card as
So, well,
champion?
They used to do that all the time with
That's
like
so
all
weird to
the
me.
Hogan years. Like he would always go on, I think before intermission.
Hogan would?
And yeah, and because I believe this was addressed on Pritchard's thing, is that Hogan kind of preferred doing that because he'd be able to get to the hotel to get
Well, yeah.
room service and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which wouldn't be available when he got back at like 11. But if he got back there at like 9, he'd be able to get
Okay.
his dinner and stuff like that. Which
That's
I don't
like
think is a joke, but I think that's
I don't know if that's a joke, but like that just seems a little ridiculous.
well, yeah, because like they would have like let's say Hogan against Harley Race right in the middle of the show. And then your main event would be like the Islanders against the British Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
well
it's
that
like what? Like that's
Or
a weird-
Brutus Beefcake would be in the main event or something like that.
Yeah, like Beefcake against Rick Rude, which maybe isn't a horrible main event, but when you're Hogan
Hogan.
Savage in the middle of
Yeah.
the card,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
and I reviewed plenty of those shows, and the crowd reaction is drastically different because you've already seen what you really wanted to see.
Well,
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. And
Yeah,
like, that's
so for
why
the next hour and a half, you're just like, do I really want to watch,
do I want to stay here?
Dino Bravo for 12 minutes against freaking Jim Neidhart? Probably
Well,
not.
and that's the thing. It's like when you do that, you put him in the middle of the card, you're killing the crowd the rest of the night for sure.
Yeah.
But realistically, and I hate to say this, but I feel like for house shows specifically, those shows are for them to cash the gate check, and they don't care what's on the house show. They don't care about the matches. They don't care about the match order. It's a money grab. We got your money. On to the next city. Fuck you. So if it makes our champion happy that he goes home in the middle of the card, guess what? He's going home at the middle of the card.
Well, you know what? You're absolutely right. And they don't even really care about advertising. So I don't know how many times with like Syracuse, they'll be like, come check out Roman Reigns against AJ Styles. And then you go to the show and it's freaking Kofi Kingston against Dolph Ziggler.
Dude, yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
care.
No.
No, just in general, it's like it's definitely a cash grab. Usually, by the time the main event comes, you're like, just be 5 minutes, and then it's fucking 30 for some reason.
Well, and I feel like
And
in Syracuse specifically, not to cut you off, Dallas, but when we have gone, I feel like a lot of the people do leave after like the big match.
Yeah, but they're also, I think they're better about it now, where they are putting the bigger draws on at the end. Like, if Roman Reigns is like, I want room service halfway through, I think they'd tell him, no, you're going on last because the crowd's here. I feel like they'd probably be a little bit better about it. But at the same time, the house shows are cash grabs. And they do it to, like, test things out. And it's like, let's see how the crowd will react to this. And, like, which, that all makes sense. I get it. But Hogan going on before intermission, you just blew my mind with that one.
Yeah, it happened all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And like with Madison Square Garden, you would think the crowd is super out the entire time. They would go nuts for Hogan. And then, Fink would come out and be like, all right, your next match is Tito Santana against Nikolai Volkov, and it's like 1987. And nothing against like Tito's great, like Tito's really good, but it's like Nikolai Volkov, like really,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
it's like
and it's
Danny
not gonna
Davis,
compare.
right? It's like Danny Davis against Sam Houston is up next. It's like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's-
the best Syracuse house show ever for me was the Punk Jericho main event.
Dude,
I think it was 2012, right? 2013.
that sounds about right. I was front row for that. It was the only time I ever got front row seats.
Yeah, that's when Dean Ambrose made his debut,
Hell yeah.
and he lost to Zack Ryder, but by DQ. And I remember
By
I went with
DQ.
Joe. I went with Joe Sweet, and I told Joe, this means that they have a push for him. Like, if Zack Ryder can't beat this guy from freaking FCW, something's going on.
They don't do stuff. They don't use dirty endings generally at house shows. I feel like unless they
No,
really
they don't. Yeah.
So that was pretty interesting.
What month was that?
Isn't this
It was right after WrestleMania because Jericho and Punk just had the program at Mania.
I wonder
So
why I didn't go to that show. I must not have cared even back then because I didn't go to that.
I think it was around May.
Yeah, May sounds right. Austin, I don't remember. I feel like you might have been on vacation or something because I remember I went with Shauki and he bought the tickets just for me and him.
Well, I was going to say, I know that one of the times I was in New Jersey because my family would do family vacation it was usually every July. So
It wasn't that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing, but I definitely.
Are you sure you didn't go to that show? Because I remember we were watching. I made you guys watch like Dean Ambrose against William Regal on YouTube leading into this.
And I was there.
Yeah, you were in Joe's like living room thing or whatever.
Maybe we went. I don't do it. My memory's so bad. I don't know. I don't remember going to that.
Yeah,
I might have. I might have been there.
Who knows? Maybe you did. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, let's go to USWA. And honestly, after reading this card, I don't know if I'm going to even address USWA moving forward, at least not a regular basis, maybe when the cards are strong again. This show took place on February 27th in the Mid-South Coliseum. It had 1,100 fans, and it featured 8 matches, and they included Chad Carlson against Doug Basham, Spellbinder against Scott Studd, Big Daddy Cyrus and Crusher Bones taking on the Moondogs, Spot and Rex, Miss Texas taking on Sweet Georgia Brown and Susan Sapphire in a handicap match, Corey Macklin taking on Reggie B. Fine, and Reggie B. Fine was blindfolded for the match. Brian Christopher competed against Bill Dundee in a chain on a pole match. I'm assuming Vince Russo must have had an influence on this. PG-13 squaring off against Tommy Rich and Gorgeous George III. And your main event saw Bill Dundee team with Jerry Lawler to take on Crusher Bones and Big Daddy Cyrus.
I'm skipping this week.
Yeah, I am not going.
No, dude.
Yeah.
I think most of their shows do not sound good.
I don't know about that. I would say there's been.
Yeah, some of them have been like pretty like this is outside the box, like weird.
Yes. Where you want to go just to be like, what is a fucking Texas death match bra on a pole elimination?
Yeah, it's like
what
a
is this
Texas death match.
Well, yeah.
With thumbtacks on the floor and landmines on the ring posts, and if you lose, you get tarred and feathered.
Dude, yeah, like I'm going to that.
Yeah, it's like okay, it's like a Japanese influence, and then your typical Southern tarred and feathered gimmick.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like stuff like that like makes it more interesting, but like in general, it's just like I don't know. Some of them are just like holy shit.
I guess this is a perfect time to announce that Dallas and I are starting our own podcast. We're going to go through Memphis wrestling starting in 1995.
I think he just retired. I think Dallas just retired.
If we did that, like, it would be just funny because I'd probably literally fall asleep every time we would do that. And then you'd be like, this is a pretty good match. And I'd be like, Bob, this match fucking sucks.
Dude, yeah, that would actually probably be a pretty good podcast.
I mean,
you know what? That's funny because if we were to ever do a TNA one, it'd be a role reversal.
Yeah, the opposite. Bob will be like, dude, no, that was fucking
This
shit.
sucks,
And Dallas will be
dude.
like, are you
This
kidding
is
me?
Dude, you didn't love that
Listen.
big veto against Simon Diamond, fucking
Stop.
brass knuckles on a pole, and then that chick came out and like threw powder in the guy's eyes, and then like
Hey,
Jeff Jarrett came out for some reason and like
Hit them
beat
both
over
with
the
a
head.
guitar.
Yeah, like what?
hey, Bob. At least we can agree on one thing: is that we both really like the shitty end of WCW.
100%.
That 2000s 2001 run is pretty good.
Dude, well, I just did April for Wrestling 20 years ago, watching for Spring Stampede. Excuse me. And dude, you could watch those episodes 5 times and then learn something new every time. Because
dude,
so much
yes.
shit is going on.
Yeah, it's like an I Spy book. Like you watch it once, but every time you watch it, you see something new. That's completely true.
It's so ridiculous. And
yes,
it's funny. I don't know if I'm doing May yet, but like from Spring Stampede to May or to Slamboree, it's like another 3 weeks. So from their reboot, they had like 6 days till their pay-per-view. So like Vince Russo was like, okay, I'm gonna cram 6 months worth of storylines into a 2-hour show. So here we go with that. And now it's like, okay, now I got 3 weeks. So now I got to cram like 2 years worth of shit into a 3-week span. So
it's nuts.
Yeah, it's horrible. That's why the New Blood and Millionaires Club thing ended so quickly, because he rushed 3.5 years worth of storyline into about 3.5 months.
It was so nuts. It was. I had such a great time though.
At 8 o'clock,
watched all that.
At 8 p.m. Eastern was like day 1 of the feud. By 9 p.m. in his brain, it had been 8 months.
Yeah.
And then by 10 o'clock, it was like, this is the year blow off. And it's like, what the hell? Like Sting and Vampiro, we're buddies at 8. By 8:30, there's tension. By 9, Vampiro heel turn. By 9:30, Vampiro's the champion, and then by 10 o'clock, Sting dethrones him because he's just rushing through so much stuff. By the way, Vince Russo now follows us on ICOPOD on Twitter.
Yeah, dude.
So, what are you guys waiting for? I saw Mick Price said that we should tell him that he needs to make more art. I know that the Vince Russo art segment here on ICOPOD was a very popular thing. Unfortunately, the only way that segment can happen is if Vince Russo actually does art.
Right.
I guess you could technically say from the beginning he never truly was doing any art, but he hasn't produced anything that I've seen.
Right.
Well, I think he did a commission. He does commissions. He just did one recently.
Oh my God, we need an ICOPOD commission.
Can we? If you guys want to all split it, we'll do it. Yeah, he did. I think it was of. Hold on. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's Jim Cornette, and it says "I hate Yankees."
Ooh.
Well,
what's that, Cornette?
Well, while we're looking that up, I have a funny Vince Russo story that you guys both know, but I'm gonna tell it first time on the pod.
Oh yeah.
So one time Vince Russo was doing like a live stream on Twitter.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And I don't remember how it got brought up. I think I was texting either both of you guys or just Austin or whoever, and I don't even know how this happened, but I started to ask.
Were we? I thought we were together, or
we were all
separate?
Watching the stream. We might have been either together or separate, but we were all watching the stream. Oh, you know what? I think it was during a pay-per-view or something.
Oh yeah, it might have been.
And we were all sitting together watching Vince Russo stream instead of the pay-per-view.
Well, that tells you how interesting the pay-per-view was. Yeah. And actually, I think it might have been him watching it. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Some reason it got brought up, like, hey, Vince Russo, show me your kitchen table. And I don't know how that happened, but I wouldn't stop asking. I said, bro, show me your kitchen table, bro. And I said it about 20 times or something. And eventually he's like, yo, why is this bro over here want to see my kitchen table, bro? And I just want to see how cool it looks. Like,
just because he's an idiot and you want him to do something dumb.
Well, eventually, Vince Russo gets up and he shows me
Because you did it, and then like Austin and I were like, "Yo, bro."
Or like I would just write table, bro. Table.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "What? You guys want me to get up and show you my kitchen?" And he did.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
eventually,
All right, bro. You know what? And he fucking stands up with the laptop.
There it is, bro. Like, what big
Where's
deal?
the
Is this a kitchen
laptop?
table, bro?
so yeah, he literally showed me his kitchen table, and I'm crying right now. This is so funny. And he showed me the kitchen table, and I screenshotted it, and I tweeted him after. I was like, "Yeah, Vince Russo showed me the kitchen." And then, without asking, he followed me back, and so to this day, Vince Russo follows my personal account.
Yes.
Which I just because he showed me his kitchen table, and
Mind you, when the kitchen table itself was maybe a foot wide, it was skinny as fuck.
it was a pretty small one, if I do remember. We don't have to waste time on it, but I'm definitely gonna go dig up the picture.
Oh yeah, and like post it on the ICOPOD page. Be like, this is the
Yeah.
one.
I just found the Jim Cornette painting here.
Yeah,
Austin,
80s.
did you see this?
I have not seen it.
All right, I'll pass this along to you. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Vince Russo art. Dallas has already seen this because he's a mark. He just follows everybody TNA wise, and
Oh god.
Russo was there forever. So so was Cornette, I guess technically.
Oh no, there's a preview.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Okay, it's not that bad.
Well, so if it was reasonably priced, I'd buy it just because it's funny. Like I want a custom Vince Russo piece just because it's funny.
How much do you think he's charging?
$300.
Oh, minimum.
You really think so?
Yeah.
I must say that between me and you, Bob, we on this podcast we've definitely seen worse.
Yeah, we have.
The likeness you can kind of pick up. Like I can kind of tell that that's Jim Cornette.
Yeah.
The thing that really pisses me off, though, I think, is the mouth and how lazy the mouth is drawn. That it looks like a little sailboat with a pink outline on it.
Yeah, it's like it was the last part he had to do. He was like, "Ah, fuck it," and just like puts his mouth on.
Do you like that his ear is like a? It's like an acorn, or no? What is that little nut? Oh, it's like a little pecan. His little ear is like a little pecan. That's what it looks like.
The tennis racket there looks like a fly swatter.
It's horrible. It's like a perfect circle, which none of them look like that. And then I like how, like, box is in the corner. So he drew a little red box that says box, and it's because Cornette always says if you come out of a box, you're over.
Yeah.
So he's like throwing digs in there, but it's pretty funny. I gotta say, I like the purple and the yellow. Like that's working. The nose looks like the Taco Bell, which I don't really like.
That's so true.
And then the eye is also like on his ear on the right side of the picture, which I think is weird. Yeah. But no, I mean,
glasses are not the same size.
Not at all. No, there's no symmetry at all. Yeah, I don't know. We've seen worse. This the little thumb version of Jim Cornette. Like if Jim Cornette was a thumb, this is what he would look like.
That's fair. I think that's a really fair comparison.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I probably wouldn't spend more than $20 on this if I'm being honest.
Well, you're not the only one because on the right-hand side here, there's some dialogue amongst people here. And one of the people commented on this saying, when you reach that point in your life that painting portraits of your adversaries is used for therapy and to pay your bills, God, never let me reach this point. Well, Vince Russo responded to that.
Oh, no.
And he goes, bro, do you even have any idea how much I was commissioned to paint this at somebody's request? So what point am I reaching? You like my painting? You offer me X amount of dollars to paint JC, and I agreed to do it. So what point am I at? And seriously, please unfollow me.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
And now the same person said, excuse me, Vince, I have a small child with a birthday coming up and she wants a clown for her birthday. So we will pay you $2,500 to come dress as a clown. Could you wear a red nose and paint your hair green?
Why not?
Who's this guy? I'm following him.
His name is Mr. Nobody.
Fuck yeah out of that.
That's hilarious.
That is great.
Yeah, dude, so funny.
I'm gonna follow him too.
That
is good stuff.
So yeah, I mean, we've definitely seen worse. Not, I would say middle of the road. We've seen some ones that are like, okay, like you can kind of pass through that. I'd buy it because it's funny, but this is about middle of the road for me, I think.
Well, you know what? I wonder why he is no longer selling it on eBay.
I bet you he got fucking taken down or some shit.
You think
Got in
so?
trouble.
Maybe he's pulling the same old Vince Russo and like bamboozling people and not sending them the paintings after they pay or some shit.
No way.
Who knows, dude?
I saw that on his eBay thing there. He was selling like vinyl records.
This is probably from his personal collection.
They are.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like he has like duplicates of it.
Either that or he's probably hurting for some money right now.
Well, yeah,
So-
I saw actually about Vince Russo. I think he said it when he was a consultant for TNA. Guess how much money he was getting paid for that?
As a consultant,
Yeah.
I don't know.
can't be more than like 200 grand.
Well, yeah, it definitely is not 200 grand. It was $38,000.
Oh, that ain't shit.
Yeah.
Hey.
So the most money like, he hasn't made probably, crazy money since like 2000.
And don't forget, he was only making crazy money for less than 5
2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years. So
Right. So that shit's gone by now.
unless he invested it, but I doubt it.
Well, let's
We
not.
saw his kitchen table, motherfucker. He didn't invest it in shit.
No, probably not. For the record, he has a 100% positive feedback on his
Hey,
eBay
good for
page.
him.
So
On
no
eBay?
one has complained about any of his services or anything.
Mm.
If you click on it for items for sale, there's nothing there.
Well, that's disappointing.
Well, before, he would have these bids, and I'm pretty sure he was bidding on his own shit,
It's like burner accounts.
which might have got him in some trouble because you're really not supposed to bid up your own stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Totally.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Totally happened.
yeah, there's no question about it. But thank you, Vince Russo, for following ICOPOD. We appreciate your hard work for both painting and for writing poor television 25 years ago.
Right.
You killed off TNA in like 2007 for me, so.
Oh, come on. Okay.
I'm just
We
saying.
need. Hey, Raw 100th episode.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
right. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Well, before we get into that though, syndication news here. One piece of news is that on the February 25th edition of Superstars, Davey Boy Smith won a 20-man battle royal.
Okay.
So he didn't win the Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
but he
Like
won
for
a battle royal on Superstars. They just sometimes did these just for fun.
That's what it seems like. Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of times on Coliseum videos, they'd be like, here's a 40-man battle royal for really no purpose. And there's 2 people that would win. Davey Boy Smith or Tatanka. That was it.
Yeah.
I think Bret Hart maybe won one time.
Right.
But usually it was either Davey Boy or Tatanka. Every time.
Okay.
And you know what? And that trend continues here with Davey Boy winning. So
Right.
I'm assuming Tatanka wasn't in it because if he were to have been, there would have been a tie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dallas is super pumped for this episode, as you can tell. It's February 27th, 1995. Monday Night Raw. Runtime is 46 minutes and 46 seconds. Are you guys ready for this live watch? Or
No.
what?
No, I'm not.
All right. Well,
I'm
we'll
just-
just kick you. We'll kick you.
As
out.
long as Sid's on it, dude, we're good.
Well, that's why I'm afraid he's not. But let's find out.
All right. I'm gonna count down from 3, and then I will say play, and then you hit the X button or whatever. And at this point, I'm gonna dub in Lois from What Happened When to do the countdown for us. And I'm sure I won't get sued by Conrad and Tony and Lois. All right.
All right, there, guys. Hey, honey. Are you ready for this? Great. Okay. So, how long is the show? Okay, great. So 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay. Thanks,
was
thanks,
scary,
Lois,
dude.
for that intro.
That was
We got
scary.
a weird intro here. Okay, and now we're going
Did
to
you
the
just say
regular.
that was scary good, Austin?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've been listening to quite a bit of it. This
Hold
is a
the
new
phone.
thing.
Hold the
Yeah.
phone. We are getting a new intro.
The same
Monday
music, but a new video part.
What
Well,
the fuck?
The beginning really threw me off. I thought it was about to be like a special like Kyrie, but then it went right into this new intro.
Oh shit, that was cool as shit.
All right,
I
so
don't-
Vince is
I don't
talking
think
about
I've ever remember seeing that.
That was good.
maybe it's a one night.
Maybe. But you know, I
Okay,
feel
so
like it's
it's-
not though, because the ending was with Diesel, and before it was like Razor Ramon doing the Razor's Edge.
And then no, even Damien Demento and shit was in it, remember?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that was a weird like feedback thing.
All right,
Yeah,
so
just
Jim
very
Cornette
cool.
and Vince on commentary.
Is this live?
No, the last week's was.
Okay.
This is not a green screen. They are at ringside though.
I was gonna say that doesn't look like a green screen.
No, it's not.
Okay. I like Cornette and McMahon on commentary.
I don't
Well,
mind it.
I think Cornette is a good choice because I feel like he knows how to get heels over.
I was just gonna say he gets the angles over, and that's what you need.
Yeah, I don't know if they're having like audio issues or something, but
Oh man, I
it
don't
sound
like it.
shaking in my ear.
Yeah.
Wow, new match graphics and everything. Look at this.
Yeah, Tatanka had like a dead fish around his neck though in that picture or something. That was weird.
Oh my god, look at this shit. Look at Lex. Where is he standing? A sound booth?
Actually, it is a sound booth. Those are noise canceling things on the wall.
Oh, he bounced his titties.
Yeah, why is he doing the boob dance?
So he's saying how this all started back at SummerSlam.
Why are we reigniting a feud that never ended?
Right.
I'm kind of hoping this is probably the ending. I would
The
assume
blow off?
this has got to be the blow off.
On the 100th episode of
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw.
Lex is like, I haven't won a match since I entered the WWF. But that doesn't matter because tonight I'm going to beat the Native American they call Tatanka.
Everybody
more-
that has ever been my friend ends up turning on me. My dad hated me. Remember when he said, you know, I gotta like pick a sport or something, and
I had to
like,
play
"Damn
the
it, Dad."
flute.
Yeah. And then like I had a girl asked me to a dance or something, and I was like, no. And then I played for the Packers, even though technically I didn't. I have a helmet though that I bought at a store for $37, and I've kind of like just tricked people into doing it. And like, remember when Ric Flair carried me to all those really good matches in like 1990, but like I don't know how to sell. Also, I hate Sting. I don't know the face paint thing, but like I was using him as my friend, and then he turned on me like all my other friends.
Okay, we're opening.
What a promo there by Lex Luger, huh?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty
That was great.
intense.
What is that around Tatanka's? That's like three fish stapled together around.
I'm
I'm
also
Is it
liking that there's no one for like the first like 20 feet of the entrance area.
Yeah.
There's no one.
stapled. Three fishes stapled together.
Is it not?
Dude, I don't know. Tatanka's an idiot. Oh my god.
Have you guys ever watched Naked and Afraid?
Yes.
Tell me not right now that Tatanka would be. That is what he'd be wearing on Naked and Afraid.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. For sure. For sure. Who's this ring announcer? Who the fuck?
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, Tatanka's in the same gear as always here. Ted DiBiase coming out with him with the urn again. No mention or appearance by IRS in quite some time at this point.
Yeah, the last
I
time we
also-
saw him was 3 weeks ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
6-week tag.
oh God, they're giving Tatanka a microphone.
Yeah, it's tonight I will face my biggest adversary.
This is ridiculous. We're almost into March, and he's like, "I beat you up at SummerSlam. We ended you at Survivor Series, and now you're gonna learn the Native American way tonight."
Oh.
Who is this?
It's
Oh,
Sting.
Chief J is with them. Who's the kid though?
It's
Black.
Sting.
Oh,
It's
Sting, yes. Yeah. I love that technically Tatanka is more American than Lex Luger because Tatanka's Native American. So technically, if you think about it, he's more American than Lex Luger is.
That's a really great point.
I wish that Lex Luger was like secretly born in like Ontario or something.
Oh my god.
And like he wasn't actually American.
There's an angle. Yeah, there's an angle for you. I love
Could you imagine if Tatanka, like the whole reason why Tatanka did it was like, hey Lex, remember when we crossed the border? Well, I looked at your fucking passport. And let me tell you, he's not American, guys. He's Ontario, Canada. This son of a bitch.
That'd be awesome. Here we go. Here, starting things off. Tatanka with the head of steam over Lex. No surprise there. I love that Chief J keeps getting these little payoffs to make these little shots. Like he's been doing this since '94. Just randomly, here's a check for you, Chief J. Come on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. So Dallas, about less than a year ago, really, I think it was.
Yeah.
There, Strongbow gave Tatanka a headdress.
Right.
And Tatanka had this emotional reaction.
Dude, you need to go find that. You need to go watch that.
It was just horrible. IRS proceeded to like beat the shit out of Tatanka. And then Tatanka never beat IRS to the best of my knowledge. I mean, IRS was even beating him on the house shows.
Yeah.
Strat matches. So that was probably why Tatanka ended up turning heel, because he was like, wow, I can't even beat Erwin R. Shyster.
I might as well join him.
Yeah, the headdress did nothing for me, Chief J. I had to pay the taxes on it because you didn't. You fell delinquent on it.
Right.
So then that fell onto me. So that's probably what the whole background is for it.
Tatanka was legit like crying in the ring. He was so overly emotional about the headdress thing. It was so good. Like so good because it was horrible. But
I think
really
he wore it like twice.
Yeah, and then I think he wore it on a big show, and it was like, oh look, he's got. But like, after that, after IRS like took it and repossessed it, it was done.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good way to get rid of it, I guess.
Yeah.
The crowd's pretty hot for this match. They're pretty loud.
Well,
I would hope so. It's been going on for fucking a year.
Well, and also remember, we're still in Macon, Georgia, and that's
is
WCW. That's WCW country, and Lex Luger.
Right.
WCW guy.
Yeah, that's true. The action's been mostly strikes so far.
100%. That's all they've done is punches. Dallas, how do you feel about Lex Luger's selling ability?
I don't know. I feel like he's.
How about that one?
Well, when you look at it like that, he keeps dipping down after the slaps. Look at. I don't know if I really honestly paid much attention to it. I have noticed in this match he's really he's doing a little overkill, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing with Lex. Either he oversells it and it looks fucking wicked phony, or he doesn't like sell it properly and it looks really phony. I don't think he went to the like where they trained him. He skipped the selling classes.
He blocked the atomic drop. Look at how he's punching him on the side.
What was that? It was like he was cuddling him, but he decided, fuck you, I'm going to punch you.
Well, usually you mount the guy and punch him.
Oh, yeah, but he's just like laying next to him and just like, yeah, man.
That
was weird. Oh, Jesus.
Holy shit. Tatanka threw his ass over the top rope.
I don't know how. Tatanka's looking quite chunky.
Oh, yeah.
He's a chunk with an O.
For sure. For sure.
Like Ted looks like he's in better shape and he's not even wrestling.
Right. And Ted towards the end of his run was looking pretty chunky.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, okay. So Lex is way overselling it.
It's like
I'm surprised you didn't notice like Lex Luger's selling when you were watching WCW 2000.
Oh yeah.
It's like towards the end, it's wicked bad.
No, now that you say it though, like yeah, I don't know. I feel there's so many other outrageous things during
That's
that.
True.
Honestly, the selling was like normal comparatively.
Right.
Yeah, that gets lost in the shuffle.
Lex is getting his ass whooped right now. For sure.
But here's the thing. They've done 0 wrestling moves.
Well, of course.
I'm okay with it.
It's
like they're just brawling.
Punches and chops.
No,
I
yeah,
think
for sure.
the reason I'm okay with it though right now is because it's like going really quick and they're like doing a lot of running around and like I don't know. I agree. Like they should probably do some fucking moves, but like in this is already more entertaining than I expected it to be. I would say so far.
I guess it helps that the crowd is actually responding.
I think that's definitely part of it for me.
Yeah. I wonder if this match can go the entire way without an actual wrestling move or hold being done.
Now, I would be super impressed, but I could totally see that happening.
Like right there, I would have done at least a suplex or something, but he just punched him. Scoop slam? No, another punch. Great.
No, he just keeps punching him.
This is ridiculous.
See, but now we're slowing down, and now it's if they don't do something, it's gonna get to be a drag if they don't start picking.
And I don't consider a clothesline to be a wrestling move. I consider that a strike.
That's a strike, yeah.
Yeah. So, because I feel like what's gonna happen here, as Luger gets sent into the turnbuckles a bunch of times, is that it is slowing down. So that usually means a nerve hold is gonna happen.
Oh.
And then Luger's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm unconscious," and then he'll power up, do a bunch of clotheslines. But to me, those aren't wrestling moves. Like even a hip toss, I'll take a hip toss as a move.
That's fair, yeah.
Well, like it's signature Lex Luger too. How often does he actually do wrestling moves?
Yeah, pretty much never.
Right.
That's Bob, you were pretty close. You said nerve hold, but we're getting like a bear hug.
Getting a bear hug.
I mean, that's pretty close.
Yeah. If it was Yokozuna, it'd be the nerve hold.
For sure.
Yeah,
he's basically sucking the life out of Lex right now. He's about to be crying.
He's thinking about his dad making him do the flute in high school.
I think Tatanka's actually asking, "Can we be friends again?" He's just hugging him.
I like when Lex sells. He like yells really weird. He's like like he's like somebody's burning him with hot coals.
Yeah, he does like the or like oof.
Yeah,
it's just weird.
Yeah.
Tatanka's like, shoot the crowd. I gotta loosen my grip. They're being loud. And Chief J Strongbro's looking gigantic on the side of the ring.
Yeah. He probably doesn't know whether he's there for Tatanka or Lex Luger.
He has no idea, dude.
Yeah. He has no concept of that.
Okay, so Luger's gonna bounce out of the bear hug and all of a sudden get his strength back. And Earl Hebner's like, no, you cannot punch him with a closed fist.
He was just pulling his hair too. He was cheating.
Yeah, he was. He was pulling his hair.
What was that? That was like a... Oh, that's a move. That's
the first move. So we are 12 about 13 minutes into Raw, and we just saw our first wrestling move.
Yeah.
We saw only punches up until this point, basically.
That's hilarious.
I bet you this show will get a good little rating, though. If not a 2.9, like same as last week, maybe even a little bit more for them to put this match on first.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a solid 4.0.
Because I hate to say it, for a featured match, this is going to make people watch.
Did you just say a solid 4.0?
No,
Jesus Christ.
No, Austin probably didn't hear me jokingly say 4.0. But...
Oh, no, I didn't hear you.
I think this is going to be like a 2.5.
You think?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. With LT and this match being the featured match, I think it'll either stay solid at a 2.9 or maybe bounce up a little bit.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh.
I don't know if the LT thing is good for this week. It might be good for next week because all the coverage will be coming off of this episode.
Yeah, that's true.
If ESPN were to cover, they're going to be like, this is what happened
right
the other day.
Right, that's true.
Oh, Luger's dazed. Oh, he puts his feet up. Tatanka runs to the corner. Tatanka's all groggy, and Lex is pissed. And
he's
punch.
Up.
How do you feel that Lex Luger in 2020 probably weighs about 110 pounds?
Yeah, he is a shell of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what?
Not that he has much control over that, considering his health issues. But
right.
Well, yeah, and one thing I think about Lex that I think I respect a lot too is like he's pretty straight up. Like, yeah, like I use steroids and it's really bad. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah. I
think that's pretty like respectable. Like at least he's not like no.
In a scripted promo on Raw, he's like no, never. But in 2020, he's like, yeah, I did do that.
Well, didn't he like admit to it leading into SummerSlam? He's like, yeah,
he
I did.
Admitted to it, but it was years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Look at Chief J Strongbow. This is his comeback. Holy crap.
He took off the headdress and Tatanka like crunched it, and now Chief J Strongbow is like doing weird back chops. He's probably about 85 right now.
If Bob Backlund can win the world championship, by God,
Dude,
Chief J
yeah.
Strongbow is going to win the strap too.
The crowd's going nuts for Strongbow though. They're like, "Fuck you out of that."
Yeah,
I want
Luger probably
Tatanka
thinks it's for him.
I want Tatanka to chop him off the top rope again.
Oh, I don't know.
Didn't Chief J just get inducted to the WCW Hall of Fame not that long ago?
94?
Yeah, so maybe the
In
crowd
May.
is like, "Oh yeah, this guy's a Hall of Famer."
Oh, maybe. Oh, it's the second commercial break for this.
Wow, they're
That-
getting time. Holy
That's
shit!
a really funny
Yeah.
point, Austin, though. I didn't think about that.
Wow, Luger with a bulldog.
He didn't know what he was doing
He didn't do a bulldog, really. He grabbed him by his hair. He didn't wrap his arm
and
around him.
fell. Yeah.
Yeah. Here comes a bunch of clotheslines. Tatanka just bails to the floor there.
Hey, you know what? Now that I'm watching Luger right here, whatever happened to the Crush return?
Oh, so
Nothing.
no, yeah, nothing. I'm pretty sure. I think it's around this time. I'll look it up real quick, but I'm pretty sure that around this time that he got arrested.
Oh.
So his return at the Royal Rumble was, I guess, kind of turned into a one-off
Oh.
because when he got arrested, yeah. So let's see here.
While Bob looks that up, we're on the outside of the ring. We almost got a count out, but
Yeah,
Lex Luger
just-
dragged Tatanka all the way
Just
back.
Tatanka was like, "No, I'm done. I'm leaving."
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so the Royal Rumble was his only wrestling appearance. So this is what, February 27th. So
Yeah.
about 2 weeks later, and I'm sure I'll end up reading this in the Observer notes. He was home in Hawaii. He was arrested and jailed for, guess what? Purchasing steroids and possessing an illegal handgun.
Wow.
Well, see, the handgun is that gets interesting.
Yeah. So we won't be seeing Crush in the World Wrestling Federation.
That's weird because they definitely seemed like they were going to really start using him again.
Yeah, he's a 30th entrant. You'd think like something was going to go down.
Right. That's funny. Well, there's the answer for that. Is Tatanka gets his head bashed into the corner here.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Luger actually do a suplex from the apron into the ring. That was interesting, I guess.
Lex using some heel moves by rubbing his eyes across the top rope. So that was good.
And Vince was basically just saying like, the referee's allowing all this because of the magnitude of this matchup. So
Right.
that he was. So the ref was okay with Lex banging Tatanka's head into the turnbuckle because they've just been fighting so long. It's okay.
What the hell? That makes no sense.
Tied up on the apron, but gets chickened out when Lex approaches.
Uh-oh. That's taking the jacket off. Chief J Strongbow's head match.
Oh,
WrestleMania 11.
Cornette
Let's
just had a
go.
good line. He goes, so DiBiase's on the apron, and Cornette goes, "You can't hit a man with money." And he goes to McMahon, he goes, "You should know that." Tatanka taking the cheap
Are they
way
going to
out here.
leave? Yeah, I think they're
Yeah.
going to leave.
That is a count out.
Yep, count out.
So you know what that means? The feud must continue.
Of course. Of course.
I feel like we're gonna get Luger Tatanka at WrestleMania 11.
Probably.
That's got to be the blow off, right? Like that's got
Although-
to be where Luger actually wins a goddamn match.
Well, and here's the thing. That wasn't horrible just now. And I don't even hate the ending, to be honest.
Look at the
I
full
do.
sprint. Yeah, the action wasn't bad, I guess.
For just strikes, that was entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And,
What's this Bam Bam Bigelow shit?
This Slim Jim commercial, I think.
Oh, okay.
But like, I think that was a perfect time. The crowd was so hot. You should have just blown it off there. Call it a day.
Nah, like Bob said, though, they're going to milk it because they don't have anything else for WrestleMania yet. So they're like, oh, just put it there.
Oh yeah,
that's
but
not-
they could do a quick transition.
Yeah, probably. LT here shown in the back arena looking fucking pissed.
I think he's there via satellite. It looks like. I don't
Oh,
think he's
you
coming.
do?
It-
Okay.
It's looking like it, yeah.
They're showing from this past weekend that same British Bulldog victory in the Battle Royal that Bob was talking about.
Right. So you see there
Look at
Jerry
Lawler.
Lawler's hopping around on one foot because remember, both feet have to hit the floor.
Right.
I don't know why Lawler just doesn't roll back into the ring at this point.
You'd think, yeah.
But Bret Hart is at ringside. Lawler thought by just running to the other side of the ring that he would have lost Bret Hart. But Bret was still there.
They don't know
So-
what to do with Bret, dude.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing.
Because now he's back with Lawler. Now they're making the stupid, like, Lawler shit. Look who it is.
Yeah. Well, so Bret stomped on Lawler's foot, which caused his other foot to hit the ground and thus eliminated Lawler. So are we now pivoting to a Bret Lawler match at WrestleMania 11 or something?
We
what's
don't
going on.
know, dude. Yeah,
Oh,
we don't.
Larry Santo.
Yeah.
Larry Santo taking on Owen Hart, the man we haven't seen since, again, I thought fucking like forever ago.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we have seen him. Again, my memory for this stuff is really starting to blur together. The last time I remember seeing him was against Razor Ramon on the January 9th.
And yeah, or didn't he have a solid squash match too or something?
Yeah, I think so. But
Oh,
really, I
so-
mean, this is a disappointing thing. He should have a bigger, coming off of the Bret stuff,
Yeah, right.
he should be prominently featured here.
Well, again, I
So-
feel like Owen's this heel, which they need. They're not using him, and again, they don't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
They were saying that Owen's been looking for a tag team partner so he can face the Smoking Guns. Also,
Oh,
they just mentioned that.
no. Oh,
Really?
I don't like that.
Oh my God. Bruce Hart. This is it. This is the run. This is the run he's been looking for.
No, Bruce wanted to beat up Owen, dude.
Oh, Bruce didn't like Owen?
No, Bruce didn't like Owen.
Oh, shit.
Keith liked Owen. The fireman, Keith Hart.
Yeah.
I
Who
don't
could
know.
it be? All right. So this is weird. So he's looking for a partner to go after the Smoking Guns. What a bizarre.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not going to be
'cause-
Neidhart because Neidhart's gone.
Well, because the Smoking
Right.
Guns are facing everyone. That's what Vince said. They just want to face everyone. It's
If
so
you're
random.
Owen Hart, though, why do you want to face the Smoking Gun? Like, who gives a shit about the Smoking Guns?
Well,
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
so random.
What if it's Coco Beware and it's a high energy reunion?
Oh, God.
Mhm.
They have to go back to the outfits, though, or it's not going to work.
Well, right. The music and everything.
Right.
Okay,
Hopefully
hold
not
on.
that, Bob.
Maybe it will be Brian Pillman. Is he busy in WCW or what? I don't know.
Nah, he ain't too busy. I got to tell you, this enhancement guy is not very good. He's
No.
bumping like shit for Owen Hart, so that sucks.
I don't know if his left arm is broken, but he's got it pretty taped up there.
Yeah, he's not. He's
Look at
not
that camera angle of nothing.
right. Owen's all over this guy, though, of course.
He's it looks like Larry Santos wearing pajama pants.
Well, because the tights are so
Sweatpants.
loose, but he's chubby on top, so he's a weird body to fit tights to.
That's literally my body.
No, you're not that chubby, Bob.
So I could be an enhancement guy in WWF 1995.
He's got your haircut, kind of, though.
He does. If I were to shave my beard, I'm Larry Santo.
I think he's got your haircut and your chest hair.
He does, and he's got my belly.
No way. What? The chest
I mean,
hair, too?
I have more chest hair than that, I
Yeah.
think, but
Well,
I have the
Yes.
general physique and look. I just gotta shave my beard, and holy crap, I'm Larry Santo.
Dude, you do not have that gut like that. Are you kidding? It doesn't
I
hang
do.
over your pants.
No, it doesn't, but I could easily get there.
Well.
he's just got to push it out a little bit, and it's the same thing.
All right, so right there, it looks pretty good. It's from the side that it looks like it's hanging over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laying down, I probably look the same way too. It's fine.
Laying down.
Yeah.
We need a shot of Larry Santo laying down and Bob laying down in his $5,000 bed and just do a side by side.
Yeah. Okay, I can't get my leg that high, so I don't know if I can beat Larry Santo.
That's true, yeah.
I would tear my groin, putting my foot on
Okay,
the top.
hold on a second. He's getting too much offense, and Ryan said
Strikes? What? Come on.
he would be pissed.
Oh.
He would be.
He's not out wrestling Owen Hart, at least.
He hit him with a clothesline not long ago, dude. I don't know.
Nah, but Bam Bam was getting amateur out wrestled.
well, yeah.
Like,
was.
come on.
I want Santo right now to counter the sharpshooter and then
And
make
put
Owen Hart
Owen-
tap out to an ankle lock.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And that's
Let's do
it.
There we go. We get the finish.
Owen's
Missile
wrenching it
drop
back a
kick.
little.
Yep, missile drop kick into the sharpshooter for the win here. I think he's still holding it.
Just
Owen
like
Hart looking for a tag partner to go after the Smoking Guns.
That's stupid.
So are they trying to say that the Blue Brothers aren't a quality tag team or something? I don't understand.
I guess.
Here's Bam Bam with a atrocious fucking biker jacket.
It's like the flame arms. I don't know. For Bam Bam, I kind of like that, to be honest.
Yeah, and now
He's taking it out.
Well, it matches his shitty attire, so.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
really
this
never
is
had
green.
good-
This is green screen here.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is. Yeah.
So we got Vince and James E.
This
at
is
the
looking
commentary.
orange.
And
Yeah,
he's in
he
like a
definitely is.
t-shirt.
Yeah. Well, he's
Yes.
got the tanner on his face and nothing else, if you notice.
What's that?
Well, it looks like Vince either has the tanner or the heavy makeup on his face and nothing else.
Yeah, because his hands are not.
Right.
It's-
Oh, here's LT here, getting screen in, screen in.
Yeah.
What is that background?
Nickelodeon or Universal Studios.
I was just going to say either that or Scarface. What is that?
Maybe
supposed to
he's still at the Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah. You know what? He might be. They're speaking of Royal Rumble, they're showing the footage from when Bam Bam fucking launched him into the fourth row.
Yeah, and he said motherfucker, but they cut away from the fucker part.
Yeah, they did. Now, LT, you do realize that we cannot pay you NFL money.
Oh my god.
What?
He just said that I didn't show any disrespect to Bigelow. He showed disrespect to himself when he lost to a 13-year-old.
Who was the 13-year-old?
1, 2, 3 kid.
Oh my
Oh.
god, that's a heel turn from Lawrence.
Yeah,
Taylor.
like what is he doing? What are they
That
doing?
was funny.
Holy shit.
See,
I
they thought
love
about
the-
going after Bam Bam, but that's not his nature. He's not here to fight. That's childish. What he did was childish, and he let him go.
Wait, he's not
And-
here to fight, but he wanted to fight Bam Bam after he pushed him.
No, he wasn't
Yeah.
gonna. That's childish.
I like
Settle
this
it
already.
Other ways. I don't know what that means.
I like this already. It means he's gonna get goons to kill Bam Bam with a gun.
Well, he said they're gonna settle it in other ways. So
He's gonna hire Kama Mustafa.
To kill him.
Yeah, and he's gonna put him in the urn.
This is funny. How much do you think they paid LT to do this shit?
too much.
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. He had to have gotten decent money for this.
Had to have. Well, because in the NFL he was making millions, wasn't he?
Well, yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, for the Mania
500
payoff alone, well, I mean, I wonder if it was a contract or like a payoff. It might be different for him.
I bet you it was a contract. He probably had to make like 3 appearances and then do the match.
So, but would the sum be all lumped into one?
Yeah, I would think so.
If that's the case, Lawrence Taylor, oh boy, how much? I mean, how much would I pay for that? 95.
He's just as hot as Tyson was in 98, isn't he? In 95?
No.
Oh, he's not? Oh, okay. Because
No.
I don't know his heyday. I don't know what like the LT
No.
heyday is.
No. So he is like late 80s.
Okay.
Let me see. He might have retired shortly before this, which would make sense. So he was super popular, like obviously in New York because he played for the Giants. But like in a national sense. So he retired in 93. That's his last year he
Okay.
played. So he's been out of the league for about 2 years. I would say that. So like if Mike Tyson, let's say he was like $1 million, right?
Probably.
And I would say Taylor's probably like I don't
Okay,
even
so
know.
Cornette's
Probably
yelling like, okay,
probably
tell
like
us
a
you're
quarter.
scared.
Probably a quarter of that.
See, I thought 500 grand maybe.
No, but there's no way they're paying him that type of money. There's just no way.
Well, I feel like that's why wrestlers were pissed because he was coming
I
in.
would be a horrible promoter because I could get some scrub guy and be like, "Hey, man, I need you to wrestle this match." I'd probably pay him $100. Little do I know, he's running for his bumfuck promotion. And he gets paid $5 in a ham sandwich, and I'm paying him $100
Yeah.
to work an 8-minute match. I mean, I'd be an idiot. He probably got paid like no more than like $100 grand.
What?
Yeah.
No way. It was more than that.
It was more than that, dude.
I
No,
I don't know. Somebody asked Bruce Pritchard. I'm sure he'll be like, I don't remember. I wasn't involved in that. 'Cause
Oh
that's what he
boy,
always-
now they got Bam Bam here too.
Boy.
You can hear him whistling through his missing tooth.
Yeah, he took his tooth out.
Oh, he says 1, 2, 3 kid's not a 13-year-old. He's a member of the WWF. It's the new generation.
Oh, I put him
So he's-
over.
Yeah.
Good. He's more of a man than Lawrence Taylor will ever be.
Yeah.
Ever meet, yeah. Something like
And
that.
then he got so choked up he coughed.
He's scared. Or no, you know what? It might have been one of the peppercorns from the Slim Jim.
Oh, maybe.
LT don't give a fuck. He's like, listen, bitch, I'm fighting your dumb ass.
That was one tackle you did not make.
Ooh, burn. Oh, now they're both yelling back and forth.
He's like, yeah, I'm right here, brother. Except they're both on screens. So
Yeah, it doesn't get serious unless LT takes his glasses off.
Right.
So
I gotta.
he was
Go
just
ahead,
saying
man.
that Bam Bam. I missed exactly the location, but he said, "Hey, I'm gonna be there. Are you gonna be there to tell the world what they want to hear?" And Lawrence Taylor kind of like was like, and then he's like, "Okay, I'll be there." So not confirming anything yet, but they're gonna have a face-to-face. It seems fairly soon.
LT just walked off the set here. Wait, Bam Bam had the coat back on.
well, they probably got
Well-
mic'd up.
Mic'd up, yeah. I didn't think about that either, but that's a good point.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh yes.
All right, so that was that. We got Doink coming out. So following
With
one
Dink.
clown from another here.
Yeah, great. I wonder if this is Vince Russo getting paid $2,500.
So Bob, I feel like this is kind of like you and me. I feel like you're Doink and I'm Dink.
What?
Why do I got to be fucking Doink?
Well, because I'm
I'd
smaller.
rather be Dink. Can I be the balloon so you can just pop me and just let me die? Like,
Can I be the balloons? Who's he facing?
A jabron. It looked like I couldn't tell.
Oh no, this is a Doink squash match?
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, I thought he'd be jobbing to somebody.
I'm actually excited about this, so let's see.
Dallas, shut the fuck up.
All right, so
I
reading my review here of this show that I did like 10 years ago. So apparently there is no exact location for the LT Bigelow showdown, but Taylor had told Bigelow that he wants him to wear his dress.
Oh shit. I think he means he's calling him a bitch, Bob.
I
yeah,
thought
I'm pretty sure that's
'cause
what that means. Yeah.
I thought Bam Bam said something about a Harley Davidson restaurant or some weird. I was like, what? I missed. It was kind of choppy. I couldn't really hear too
What
well.
the hell
Oh,
is
look at this!
going on?
Look at this!
Oh my god.
This is
I'm
awful.
into this.
This is so bad.
You're
this-
kidding me.
Is it,
You don't
this
like
still Matt-
this shit.
is this still Matt Bourne or no?
Fuck
No,
no,
it's not.
dude.
Oh, then I'm way out of it. Then forget it. I
Matt
don't
Bourne
like.
hasn't been here in like 2 years.
Oh, forget it. Then I'm
He
done.
was gone by like September of '93.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Who's
like that.
this fat ass he's fighting?
Well,
It's Bob Cook.
Well, I gotta tell you, the enhancement guys this episode are not good.
Yeah. This is another very WCW enhancement guy.
Yeah,
How
don't.
is this not a disqualification? Bob
This
Cook
is
has won this
so-
match.
Because they're kind of the same person, so they kind of
No,
just.
Dallas. No, it is not. That's like me trying to be like, oh yeah, Chris Pratt from the Guardians of the Galaxy. We both have a beard. We're the same person. Okay, this is
Well, you
great.
can-
No big deal.
You can tell the crowd's fed up though, because the dude in the front row with this hat on just stood up at the ref and was like, "Get him out! Like, what are you doing?" This is horrible.
This is not good wrestling. Although
I can't
Doink
believe Dallas
looks like
was
he has
pumped for
big.
him.
Well, now I'm not.
If you look at Doink's arms and tell me they do not look like the episode of SpongeBob when he gets the inflatable muscles, like give me a break.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
That looked like Typhoon for a minute. I
it
thought that was
definitely
Typhoon.
does. It definitely does, because I thought that earlier. But Typhoon's about 450. This guy looks like he's about 350. So
Holy shit! He just did a gut wrench suplex. I wasn't
wasn't
expecting that.
good. Was not
Still,
good.
he got him over.
He did. Yeah, Doink sucks. And the fact that he's still got a job in 95 is pretty surprising.
Yeah, this is blowing. him.
I just think it's kind of funny.
No, dude, it's not though.
Dallas, you're losing all credibility the more that you talk. Just mute your microphone till this is over, and then we'll go back to you.
I'm trying to figure out who is Doink right now. Like, who is Doink? Who's
Oh my
playing?
God.
It's Apollo, isn't it?
I think so.
Oh,
I'm pretty
Ray
sure.
Apollo.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh.
Because at one point it was like Steve Kern, Brooklyn Brawler,
Well, that's why I
Ray
was curious.
Apollo, and all these other different.
It looks like Ray Apollo was after Matt Bourne. So
Yeah.
Steve Kern is only he only does a couple appearances, doesn't he?
I don't know. Steve Kern would do like the second doink on the double doink.
Oh yeah.
And then
I remember us
he would
talking
also-
about that.
Yeah, he would also do house shows. So, like if there
Yeah.
was the A group, doink would be doing that one, and then they could do
dude,
the
that
doink
dude
on-
in the front row, he loved the whoopee cushion there.
That was a good whoopee cushion though. He splatted right on him.
Yeah, there was. I like how they go to like the one fan cheering, and then there's 40 people around that one person not
Who
reacting.
don't? Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
This is garbage.
I'm confused on why they. I mean, besides the fact of why it was Doink on, but like that match literally was there was nothing.
Yeah.
Could we
Yeah, that
see
wasn't-
Doink get a title shot? He's gonna be fighting
For the love of God.
Jeff Jarrett for the
Yeah.
IC title.
Don't know.
No, because
Don't
they
give them
already
like that.
feuded before, and it was fucking horrible.
Yeah, they did.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was bad.
We're getting
Just-
what
oh.
clips of?
This is a rundown of the Royal Rumble,
Okay.
reminding us that Shawn Michaels won.
Oh yeah, and that Bulldog was in there late,
Yeah, so here's the Bulldog with the clothesline. Everybody thought he won,
right?
but then he didn't. Because Shawn Michaels.
Well, and it's so funny that they just redid that gimmick with King. Like that's so stupid that they did that.
Right. But they did like a comedy version of it.
Yeah. There you go, the sexy
here.
boy, dude.
Yeah, here's footage of it. Oh, Shawn was in the Battle Royal.
Oh, that's weird.
He's running around ducking everyone though. That's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Oh,
Look, he eliminates himself.
He threw himself out.
Oh, that's really funny. I like that.
You know what? That's smart. I would do the same thing.
The
What is it?
British Bulldog.
The final
really
two
hate-
people was Bulldog and freaking Blue Brother. Oh shit!
Oh.
All right,
Sean versus Bulldog next week.
all right. What do you mean finally meet one on one? They've wrestled. Oh shit, Sid.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm the
Let's
man. Ugh.
Here you go, dude. Here goes Bob's guy right here.
Yeah, I didn't realize that Kama had the same music as like Too Cool from like
Oh, he does?
1998. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Are you sure?
For sure. Yeah. Look up Too Cool's music from like 1998, 1999. Not like
Is
the
it like
hip hop
the-
one.
No, it's like the weird I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
it's like.
about.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
fighting Pillman, it looks like.
He has the same freaking tights. Holy crap!
Pillman.
Do you guys know his name?
Um,
Hold on,
Yeah,
let me see his face. Let me see his face. Hang on.
He doesn't have a very good last name.
it's Rapper.
No,
I was just reading.
I don't know, Bob. Who is it?
it's Ken Raper.
Oh, Raper.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
reading
we've
the closed
seen him
captioning,
before,
okay?
right?
I don't think we have.
His body isn't in too bad a shape. He's wicked skinny though.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. You avoided comma in the corner.
I
Right.
So
hate
I'm-
the t-shirt under the singlet, dude. I hate it.
I'm not a fan of it either. Ken Raper kind of looks like Al Snow.
Yeah, a little bit. Wow,
Yeah.
Kama's laying in them shots though. Holy shit.
Yeah. What just flew off? Was that his kick pad or something?
Something, dude.
I thought it was Ken Raper's head for a second. What the hell just happened?
Maybe they're hiding all the tattoos because like Papa Shango had like a lot of recognizable tattoos, I guess.
Yeah, that's possible.
Bob, I'm just going to confirm right now that that is not the Too Cool song. I just listened to it.
Are you sure?
I just listened to Kama's theme too. It's not it.
Oh.
You might be listening to the wrong one.
Hold on then.
Let me look this up. Comma, WWF theme. Because maybe let me see this.
Oh, wait a second.
I hate this shit.
I know
Yeah, so
what
that's
theme
the-
Bob's
All right,
talking about.
so that's the right
No,
theme.
I looked. Yeah, that's why. It's because they were too much, not too cool then.
Or too much, yes, right.
That's why.
Yeah.
Too much. Yeah.
Well, because they were still Scott Taylor and Brian Christopher.
Right. Yeah, so too much.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make a hot take right now.
Yeah, could you
I'd
imagine
rather-
Comma coming out to Too Cool's music?
Well,
Turn
that
it
dude,
up!
that's yeah. Well, no, not even that one. There's the one before that that didn't even have that part in the beginning. That still sounds the same pretty much. And I was like,
Oh, really?
Okay. I'd rather watch Doink than Kama. I think
No, I'm not on that
no.
train.
I-
Fuck that.
I don't like this at all. Like it's not working for me. The T-shirt is killing it. Like it's just you can tell it's too fake. I don't like it.
The t-shirt's killing it. How about the hair? Do you like the hair at least?
I like the hair more than the T-shirt.
No, dude, I don't.
I like
He
how it's
wants
like
competition.
This
He's
is
got like a-
going way too long.
Yeah, how is this not over yet?
He needs to just kill the guy and then that's it. Kama's
telling-
jacked though. Look at his arms.
Yeah, he is freaking ripped. He's telling us again that this is not competition. He wants some competition.
okay, bring out Doink. Give him the whoopee cushion.
Oh my god, dude! I can't believe you just said you'd rather watch Doink. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I
he-
don't like this
He
at
can
all.
say that. He can say that, Austin, because he's
'Cause I
only
didn't
seen
see
Doink
all
like
of it.
2 times. Yeah, if he had seen Doink the
Yeah.
last year and a half,
Yeah.
No,
That's
that's pretty
fair.
accurate. Yeah.
Kama did a pretty good belly to belly there. I hate this finish though. The STF with like a knee to the back of the head.
yeah,
He
that's
probably
the-
shouldn't be doing a submission hold.
No, it's the laziest STF I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's why this is. Look at this bullshit.
I just want to point
The
out
Supreme
that
footage.
Papa Shango does one of our openers, Dal.
true.
So if you want to like not insult him, that'd be great.
It's true.
Who again? What'd you just say? I was reading the.
If you want to like not insult him, there's 3 people we are to never insult: Billy Gunn, Scott Steiner,
Okay.
and Papa Shango.
Well, he's not Papa Shango right now. I like Papa Shango.
Well, any incarnation of it.
Still.
Yeah.
I don't like Kama.
Well, Dallas, you need to calm it down because what happened with the Bulldog thing? They showed like a graphic.
They're about to talk to him in
Okay.
a minute here. What the hell? Okay, Jim Cornette says really cringy things. I feel weird, but okay. So
What the fuck was
Are
Bulldog
they-
just doing?
Are they all in the same freaking sound studio? What is going on?
I'm
definitely-
standing by here in the sound booth.
Luger just cut the promo at the beginning of the show right there, but the door was open instead.
Same spot, dude. Same spot. What is Bulldog's hair doing? No, this isn't a L'Oreal commercial. This is the British Bulldog here to talk about how fucking strong I am.
That's it. Okay.
He's taking a
Hey.
bite out of the Heartbreak Kid.
What else more do you want to hear from Davey Boy Smith, dude? That's all you need.
The Harley Davidson Cafe. That's where they said they're gonna meet.
What the fuck? Why?
LT and Bam Bam. I don't know. It's at a press conference tomorrow. He wants.
Oh my god, dude.
Vince
This is
doesn't think there's
show-
going to be a confrontation. Oh look,
It's
yeah,
a WrestleMania 11 press conference. Did Todd get rid of the mullet?
Oh, dude, he did cut it.
What in the fuck is that?
He definitely cut it. Yeah, well, he's not wearing as much gold jewelry either.
I
No,
can get
what is
behind his
going on?
outfit too. The white turtleneck and then the bomber WWF staff
Yeah.
jacket.
Listen, no,
Yeah.
we need to be slowly, weaned off the mullet. He just abruptly did it because last week he
did.
had it.
Yeah, he definitely
Oh my
did.
God, Todd Pettingill, you're killing me.
We need to get him to do a goddamn opening. Press
Todd.
press
Todd.
conference tomorrow.
I think Todd Pettingill's he's the one that we got to get.
Tomorrow
Yeah.
in Manhattan, baby.
We need an ICOPOD report from Todd Pettingill.
Yeah.
Now the press conference, that's where the Harley Davidson thing is happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like in Manhattan. Yeah.
Right.
So is this suggesting that Bigelow and Taylor is for WrestleMania 11?
Dude, if that's where their face-off is, there you go.
And
That
there we go.
closes
Off
the
there.
show. All right.
Well, the first part of the show wasn't bad.
yeah, for a show that didn't have a
the
wrestling
20-minute Lex Luger fucking Tatanka match.
Yeah, for a show that didn't have a wrestling hold for 13 minutes.
I mean,
it could have been a lot worse, I guess.
Well-
yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is like I think that it was a lot more entertaining than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
And like that match, and I think that was like okay, like it kind of almost reminded me of the Jarrett and Diesel match because it was just like really fast and kind of ridiculous, and it was like this is like fun to watch.
Well, and here's the thing too. It definitely wasn't the worst Tatanka Lex Luger match that we've seen. We've definitely seen worse. But it just comes down to like Lex Luger. You need to put him with like if you want a good match from Lex Luger, he needs to be with Ric Flair or like somebody who's really good. Otherwise, like if him and Tatanka, there's no way you're getting a 5-star classic out of that. So for what we got, and again, I didn't even mind the finish that Tatanka walks out because it enforces the fact that yes, he is a heel despite the way he looks no different from his face run. So in that sense, I liked it. I don't think they should have gotten 2 commercial breaks and they're still wrestling. Like that probably wasn't necessary.
Yeah, that was a lot.
And just for me, like preference wise, I think I still preferred last week over this week, just for the people that they used and stuff. And seeing Sid, like fuck you out of that. But I don't think it was too far of a dip from last week as far as entertainment wise. We didn't get nearly as good talent as far as in-ring stuff, but I don't necessarily think that took away from the entertainment, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think last week was definitely a better show, but like it was still entertaining. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I enjoyed last week's more as well, but this wasn't as drastic of a drop.
well, because Bob, you know firsthand when we'll do one and it's like, oh, we finally got a good one. Maybe it'll carry over to next week. And we're like hopeful. And then it fucking falls off a cliff. It doesn't feel like that happened this time, which is nice.
mhm.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
usually does that for like 3 weeks after.
Right. Exactly. So
We're getting pretty close here to the good old WrestleMania 11.
it doesn't
now-
feel like it though. Like last week it did. This week it kind of didn't.
Yeah, we are 4 episodes away.
Yeah.
Well, 4 Raws at least. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's a Sunday Night Slam
Right.
that we'll have to check out, which would be essentially their version of March to WrestleMania 11.
Yeah.
That we'll have to tune in for. But yeah, so WrestleMania is on April 2nd in Hartford. So we're getting pretty close to it. And next week's episode looks pretty, well, at least from the one match that we know of, at least. For Michaels and Davey Boy. Do you think we'll see footage of the press conference?
Yes.
I would assume. I feel like they're going to have to.
Yeah, I think so too. It's interesting that you noted, Bob, WrestleMania is in Connecticut this year, because talk about some cost cutting.
Yeah.
WrestleMania doesn't really scream Connecticut to me, or vice versa. That doesn't really seem like a destination city to have your WrestleMania in.
Well, it's close enough to New York though that I think it fits fine, personally.
I think it's more so, WWE headquarters is in Connecticut.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure it helps, but
let's save some money and have a WrestleMania in Connecticut.
Probably a substantially cheaper building too.
That's what I'm saying. Like Hartford,
I'm sure.
Connecticut. Like, okay.
Yeah, but Hartford's right outside of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an hour away or whatever.
Yeah, it's not that far. So I think, yes, it is a weird location, but at the same time, it makes sense.
To me, it screams low budget. To me.
Well, no, I think that makes sense. But I think it's like, we didn't feel like going to New York or New Jersey or anything like that, so let's go here instead.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I definitely see where you're coming from, because it's like Detroit, Michigan, Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Right.
Toronto, Canada.
Las Vegas,
Los Angeles.
Right.
New York
Hartford,
City.
Connecticut.
Hartford, Connecticut.
What?
Yeah.
Great. That's like being like Providence, Rhode Island.
Right.
Hey, wait, what? Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not really sure if that fits.
Right.
Syracuse, New York is now headlining WrestleMania 40 at the
Could
onset.
you imagine?
Capacity is 7,500.
Hey, they could
Get
do
your
it at the
tickets
Dome.
today.
There's enough room.
They for sure could run the Dome.
Which is
If they were to get WrestleMania at the Carrier Dome, that place would sell out. No.
Oh, dude, for sure. And speaking of which, just to do a
Largely
little,
because people in Syracuse are bored as fuck, and they'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll go to the Dome.
well, and not only that, I just saw that when I was in Syracuse, they're putting a new top on it.
Yeah, they took off the inflatable roof. We are getting a new permanent roof.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Is it retractable or no? I don't know.
I don't think it is.
You're in Syracuse, dude. You don't need no retractable roof.
Yeah, you don't. You don't really need it. But they might. I was thinking they might do that for football. But, I doubt it.
Yeah. No, I don't think it is though. I think it was talked about, but I don't think it's ended up being that. But
that's pretty cool. That they're. I mean, the other thing's a signature, the inflatable one, but like that's pretty cool.
I think they were having some issues with it though.
Well, they have the last couple of years, I feel like.
Because I know
it's broken because of snow and all this shit.
Yeah, like it deflated because of like a thunderstorm or something.
Yeah.
They've had some issues.
So that's cool, but that's some local news for you Syracuseans.
Yeah, it's good to know what my tax money's going to. The new fucking roof at the goddamn Carrier Dome. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Could be worse things.
That's true. Could be worse episodes of Raw. I would say. I would say this one's the middle of the road. You get the LT appearance, you get the decent little beginning match here, the opening match. Yeah, I don't know. We've seen worse.
Yeah, I can't really. It's just kind of there. It's like I would say average.
Yeah, I agree.
If I were to have randomly picked this to watch it out of order, I don't think I'd be upset by it.
Yeah. Right. Now, as far as just for funsies here, what do you think the TV rating is for this episode? Originally, I said 2.9, but I don't know about that.
I'm going to say at max, it'll get a 2.6.
I was going to say 2.7.
Yeah, those numbers are pretty fair, so.
Yeah.
That's my best guess.
Yeah, I was going to say a 2.7 because realistically, I mean, last week I was surprised it got a 2.9 but I thought it was that good. So that's usually it doesn't happen like that. Usually when me and Bob are like, no, it wasn't too good. There's like, oh, 2.8. It's like, what the fuck? How?
Mm.
So we'll see. But yeah, I'd say if you're up in the air, should I watch this week or last week's? Probably watch last week's.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I want to point out as well. So it looks like the Sunday Night Slam that I was referencing took place on March 26th, 1995.
So we got about a month.
Yeah, it's the Sunday before WrestleMania 11.
Okay.
So we will have Sunday Night Slam and then the Raw leading into WrestleMania 11 and then WrestleMania 11.
Now, is that a full Raw or is it going to be mostly clips from?
No, so it looks like it's a full Raw.
Okay. All right, cool.
So
Cool.
at least yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. So yeah, it's not footage from Sunday Night Slam if that's what you're
Right, because didn't they do that one year where it was like wasn't really a Raw, it was just a replay or something? Of the
they
clips?
did that with the SummerSlam Spectacular
Okay.
for '93. Yeah. So that's the rundown. That's what we'll deal with. I have a copy of Sunday Night Slam, so again, I will just have to Google Drive it with you guys. That's not. I don't believe that's on the network. Could be wrong, but I haven't looked. But I don't think it is. It would have been like on Hidden Gems or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't remember it being posted. So either way, we have a copy of it to watch it. So, you guys have anything else here for episode 118?
I don't think I do.
Dallas is yawning.
Yeah.
No, I.
Oh, guys, I'm so excited to do this podcast and watch these episodes.
Sorry, man. After Doink, the show just went downhill, man.
Yeah,
Well,
that was your climax. That was
Right.
it.
Right. And I got to tell you, just for some behind the curtain stuff here, since we've not been doing 2 episodes in a row, I think it's been a lot easier to stomach this content. Compared to when me and Bob were sitting down and it's like, okay, 2 Raws. Guess what? They're both going to fucking suck. Guess what? Next week, both Raws fucking suck. So, like,
yeah, I mean,
that's been nice.
There was a handful of times, and I know, like, but right before you went to Orlando, we did like 6.
Yeah.
And this was when we wrote down notes.
Yeah.
Move by move coverage. This is leading into King of the Ring 93.
Yeah.
So if you go back in the archives and listen to that, that was a hell.
Well, I think I remember. I think I did a Facebook status. It was like 9 hours of like live like audio that we used.
Yeah.
9 hours worth.
Yeah.
So it was insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I think like, I don't think it was last year. I don't know, but I thought I sat down and did like 4 Raws with you guys when you were visiting Austin. I think maybe it was 2 years ago now or something. I did something with you guys.
Yeah.
And-
It might have been
and
when I was
even
up
that
for
was just,
Christmas
like-
or something. Yeah.
I think it was
And I mean,
last.
Well, yeah, and since I had no context, it was just like, oh my god, like what am I doing?
Yeah.
So no, yeah, I definitely appreciate that. It definitely helps. I think the excitement and the overall quality of the episodes going out. So hopefully you guys have noticed that as well. Also, quick plug here because I know Dallas was probably going to do it. Check out our Twitter. Go follow our Twitter account. We've kind of revamped it a little bit, made it a little bit more active. So if you do have a Twitter or you enjoy that platform or use it maybe more than Facebook, go follow ICOPOD on Twitter.
Yeah. And share the posts on Facebook and stuff like that to all your family and friends. I know Johnny B. Smith there is pretty good with helping us out with that type of stuff. Mike Campbell's good as well, pointing out to various people. Spread the word.
Yep.
Become an ICOPOD maniac. Get that ICOPOD fuel, I guess, to kind of go with the diesel theme. I don't know. Whatever
It's
else.
the ICOPOD generation, baby.
Yeah. Get that ICOPOD pie to the face if you're a Doink fan or something.
Yeah, like Dallas is a Doink fan, so.
Yeah. Exactly. We're not going to be psycho like Sid. Get it? Let's see. We're not going to put you in the chicken wing like Bob Backlund. I don't know. I'm running out of ideas.
Yeah, we're not gonna
this isn't
throw
going
you.
anywhere.
We're not gonna throw you in prison like Crush if
Right.
you don't do it.
Yeah.
And have an illegal handgun and steroids. We're not gonna.
We're not going to put you on a tour bus for 6 months to fight Yokozuna and then proceed to lose like you're Lex Luger.
Yeah, dude, we're putting you over
We're
strong.
not doing that. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Right.
We're not gonna throw you out into Madison Square Garden to lose to Earthquake in 17 seconds like you're Adam Bomb.
Right. Yeah, you're not gonna atom bomb when you listen to
No.
ICOPOD.
No. We're not.
So-
You're not gonna be like the kids at the children's hospital that had to listen to Roddy Piper cut a promo before his match with Jerry Lawler. That King of the
Shirtless
Ring
in the back of
94.
his
my-
pickup truck.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
We're not going to make you watch 9 straight weeks of Jeff Jarrett vignettes in 1993 and then watch him have a tough time against
His
freaking
first
Mike
match.
Sharp,
his first
whoever
match.
it was. Give me a break.
Oh man, the classic times.
Yeah. We're not going to make you eat a meal off of Bastion Booger's chest at ringside
Right.
from
Right.
the raw chicken that he picked up from the head shrinkers that just munched on it on the apron.
We're
just
not gonna make
moments
you
of-
do chin ups off the Santa Monica Pier either.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, we got your back. You can count on us. We're also not going to make you watch the Royal Albert Hall show.
those sons of bitches.
Unlike you fucking bastards who suggested it. And then we did it.
They've all apologized since then, though. So I guess
Countless times, but
yeah,
I
we-
am a bitter person.
yeah.
And I don't forget, and I actually don't forgive either.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I am not a happy camper with that stuff. But, and I hope that people listening to this aren't happy either.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a little heel twist at the end.
Heel
there.
turn.
Okay.
Hot take at the end of the show.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
My gimmick right now is that everything that we watch, I'm gonna shit on it.
Oh, so you're Hogan 98 money.
No, he
Oh.
loves everything.
Well,
Doink.
I don't think I've ever heard Dallas say, "Wow, that sucked."
Yes, he did. He hates comma, dude.
No, I'm talking about for
hey.
like TNA.
Oh
Nothing.
yeah,
Okay.
I know. Yeah.
well, Bob,
There
on that
was a
note, take us home.
dwarf,
Bob.
there was a dwarf or midget little person, whatever, jerking off into a trash can, and
This
fucking
is
Dallas
not-
was like, "This is the greatest
never
segment ever.
You're such bullshit.
Like,
You
this
never
is
see
so
it.
great." Like, what are you talking about?
I never saw that segment.
Oh yeah, well, I can't wait till you do because you're probably like, "Dude, that was so fucking great,
Anyway,
so funny, so good."
well,
you
know what
gotta
was
hear
good,
it,
Bob?
dude.
Yeah. You know what was good, Bob? When Cherry Martell dressed up in an impostor costume.
You're
and it didn't
goddamn
look like
right it
Cherry
was.
Martell.
You're
So on
goddamn
that note,
right it was.
That
Bob-
was good. I agree with you.
Mhm.
good, because I didn't know it was her, so screw you.
Yeah, I didn't say it was bad. I just said, "Hey, it's Sherry Martell," and you guys were both like, "Wait, what?"
Well, you said it before she revealed herself, man.
Right, I know, right? Because I thought you knew that it was
No,
Sherry
dude, it was
Martell.
perfect. It was fucking
Anyway.
perfect. Okay.
It's been over 2 decades. I thought maybe you guys had stumbled upon the angle.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I watched that.
excuse me that you
Saturday
didn't
night.
know.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched.
well, you never know, Dallas. Okay, I am not the only person in the world that just randomly sits down and watches 4 months worth of Saturday Night over the span of 4 days and reviews it and puts it on a blog. Okay,
No,
I'm not
that's
the only
very
one that
common.
does that.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
very good.
There's exactly 2 websites that have that. Okay, so it's me and one other guy.
Oh, there you go.
And you know what? I think that guy stole my reviews. So it's really just me.
Well, at least you're there for us, Bob. We appreciate it.
Nobody reads my shit. It's fine. I've had exactly 7 views in 10 years.
What?
Yeah, and it's my mom every time. She's just like, "You still have this?" And it's like, "Yeah,
To be fair, I think it's the Vince Russo burner account.
probably."
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been one episode for the ages, as we're just stalling for time here. So for Dallas Ridley and Austin Scott, I'm Bob Conley Jr., and this has been ICOPOD.
You gotta hear it.